Hi, my name's Steve from Sticks Fix, and in this video today I have this Sony WM-F65 recording Walkman, which is pretty awesome. Now I got this from eBay, and it looks like it's in really good condition. It's still got the Sony sticker on it. There's a couple of surface scratches, but I think it'll clean up quite nicely. I haven't tested this at all yet. I've been waiting, and I literally cannot wait. Doesn't look like there's any corrosion inside, but I'm going to get some batteries in it. I also forgot to mention that it came with some headphones as well, which are these ones here. Now they look a little bit worse for wear, as you can see, but I just wanted to see if I could get anything out of these. They've been badly taped together. You look at that sellotape, it looks like 100 years old. But I'm not going to test it with those, obviously, because they're not going to work. So I've got my little Bluetooth speaker, which I can hook up with a 3.5mm. So let's try radio, red light, and oh my goodness, there's George Michael straight away. That is amazing. Got this Walt Disney Jungle Book tape, which my brother kindly returned to me. I think he found it in his loft. I don't dread to think how old that is. 1977. It might have actually been his, because I was born in 1977. So let's see if it works. No. Try it without a tape in. No. So I'm guessing we've got a broken belt or a disintegrated belt, as can quite frequently happen with these things, I think. So I'll try and crack this open, not literally, and then we'll have a look, see if we can see anything obvious. Okay, so I mean, it looks reasonably clean. I should really have said at the beginning of this video, but please don't copy me. I've got no idea what I'm doing. This is not a how-to video. I might end up breaking this beautiful thing, but I'm going to try my best to fix it. I can't actually see. It seems to be sticking around it. What was that? I'm actually wondering now whether this has been apart before, because of this crack here. It does look like someone has tried to take it apart, cracked it, realised it's very difficult, and put it back together, because a couple of these screws are very loose. I mean, it could be that that's just happened. So that is on the hinge. Can I just remove that now? Can if I remove that one. Okay, so that's the front off. We've got a little bit more movement there. We're sticking on the right hand side now, where these wires are. So let's undo a bit of this tape. Okay, but I can see that the belt is broken. So I can get to the belt. So let's just try and remove that. Belt's definitely perished. Look at that. It's just look at it. Look at it. Look at the state of that. That's the belt. Basically melted. I'm going to need some tissue. Wow. I don't think I've seen a belt quite that bad. That is really bad. I mean, I've seen them sort of disintegrated before, but it's literally melted. Okay, so I've been able to give myself a lot more slack on this grey wire here, which means I can actually position this at the side without damaging any of these wires, I hope. So I'm going to try now to remove the rest of this this belt. Wow. I think I might have got all of it. Oh no, some there. I'll have to do some trusty googling just to see what size belt. I do have a bag of belts, just cheapo ones really, but there might be something that fits the bill, and if not, I'm going to have to order one up. I mean, I'm hoping that's the only problem. There could be more things wrong with this. Okay, so I'm going to try and remove this part here, this cover, because I think the belt, it looks like it's disintegrated underneath, so I'm going to need to take it off to clean anyway. And it doesn't like the belt goes, I don't know whether the belt goes underneath it or not, but I need to take it off because I can see bits of melted rubber under there, so I'm going to do that now. See, it's under there, it's all perished, so that's going to need a good clean. Okay, I've got my bag of belts here. I'm just going to see if I can see one that I can test this with. I mean, like I say, these are only cheap belts, but if I can find one just to test it, if I need to order up a proper belt, I will do. I actually think this belt might be slightly too thick. I'll give that, see if that will work. Oh. Okay, so we have sound. I'm going to have to order up a proper belt for this, I think. So I'm going to stop it there, and then I'm going to come back once I've had a look at the belts and I've ordered one that is the right size, I think. Okay, I've ordered up a belt on eBay. It's obviously going to take a few days to arrive. So while I'm waiting for that, I thought I'd have a look at these headphones. I think they definitely need new foam pads, but I just thought I'd see if they worked before, you know, deciding whether to invest in those foam pads or not. I'm guessing they're only cheap, but I also don't think these are going to work with this very badly sellotaped area here, but let's give them a test. I don't know if you can hear that. So they do, well, that one works, that's the right speaker, I think. Okay, I think both of those are working. I think I just need to sort this wiring out. Yeah, those are working. So I'm going to solder these wires together, and I'm going to put some heat shrink tubing over the top, and hopefully it should look okay. And then I will order up these foam pads. sound quality is actually really good. Obviously you can't tell that from there, but these are, yeah, I like those. I'm going to now order up some replacement foam pads for them and then give them a clean, and then I'll come back to them. Good news, the belt has arrived, which means I can now put it in and give it a test. It's definitely different than the ones I was testing with. It's a lot thinner, so this one should be a perfect fit. Feels much better. So I'm just going to test that. Okay, let's pop a tape in. And we have rotation. Doesn't sound right though, does it? So it doesn't sound right. So I'm going to give it a clean and then put it back together. It's not, yeah, I can see the tape is, it's not getting chewed up, but it's just not taking it properly. So I will give it a good clean. I'm going to put it back together fully, I think, after cleaning it, and then give it a test then. Just going to apply a few bits of silicone grease on the gears, and I'm going to put a teeny bit of watch oil, which was recommended to me for use on the spindles. I don't even know what they're called. What I'm doing here is I'm just dropping a small amount of IPA into these contacts, and then by switching left and right, it should hopefully clean inside these contacts and make sure that the connection is all good. I'm also going to do that on the volume knob. I thought I'd just give it a quick test before I do put it fully back together, and it is sounding a little bit better. I think there is still a little bit of I don't know, wow and flutter, I don't even know what you call it. It's a little bit wobbly. While putting it back together, I stupidly managed to dislodge one of the wires, which I think I've worked out where it goes. There's like a maze of red, purple, black wires all over this board, but I've looked back at the video and I think I can see where it's come from, so I'm just going to try and solder that back on quickly now. I was on the verge of giving up on this thing. I've been playing around with it for I don't even know how many hours, and the more I do to it, the more the wires become brittle and they just ping off the circuit board. I mean, this thing is 35 years old. The solder joints or the wires are obviously not great, but I'm getting myself in a bit of a muddle really as to where the wires are supposed to go back. So I've been doing some research online, and I have been able to find the schematic drawing for it, which is this bad boy right here. Now I don't 100% know what I'm looking at, if I'm perfectly honest, but I've just been looking at it and I think I can follow the traces. So for example, this wire here, which is, it's got a, I don't know if you can see, it's got WHT here, so presumably that's a white wire. That's GRY, so that's a grey wire. So if I follow these round on this diagram, this white wire, it says number 7 here, and I follow it here, round here, round here, and then 7 is there, is here, and then it goes up to there. So this is the main part of the circuit board. This is, I think they call it a leaf or a servo board maybe. I think it's a servo board. So it goes from the servo board round to the main board, and I can follow that. That's fine. And then we've got grey, which is the same but goes round to, where's the grey go? To here. Grey. There. So that's fine. And I think I got those two mixed up when I put them back on the board. So I'll obviously try and solder those back on in the correct place. But what's confusing me is this. So we've got white, grey, red, orange, blue, red. So red, blue and orange are fine. They're in the right places on this board. I've checked that. But this red one says 9. So I'll follow it. Goes down here, down here, down here. And then 9 goes to there, there, red. Now I've looked on the main board. This wire is yellow. And I certainly didn't put it on. So whether it's just a different wire someone's replaced at some point during this Walkman's life, or whether it was always yellow, I don't know. But I've got to assume that the one that's in that place at the moment, which is yellow, is the one that's supposed to go to this one here that says red. Now at the moment there's nothing in there, and I'm guessing it's quite important. So that's probably one of the reasons why it isn't working. But what is confusing me is that it's playing the radio just fine. So it's got to be something to do with the output of the actual cassette. So I mean, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just double check all the wiring that's on this, and if I can work out where it's supposed to go, and then it should give me a fighting chance to getting this working. Fingers crossed, because like I say, I ain't giving up on this. I'm gonna give it a good go. I've never really got this in depth on anything before, so it's interesting. Learning curve anyway, and all that business. And just to show you the wire that I'm referring to there with the red one. So we've got here on this diagram, and I've got the board positioned in exactly the same orientation, so you can see this is the AM ferrite rod, is it? It's basically the antenna, which is here, and it's here and there. So I'll just zoom in a bit. Here is here. As you can see, that wire is definitely yellow. And if you follow it round, it comes round the back here. It goes round the back of the aux out, the headphones out, comes to here, and then it's in that position there. So grey, white, yellow, orange, blue, red. This is white, grey, red, orange, blue, red. So those three are correct. I've got a yellow one in that place, I've got the white one there and the grey one there. So I'm going to leave the yellow one as it is, because I've got to assume that it's the correct one, and then switch these two around, and hopefully it might bring this thing back to life. Okay, so that's the white wire and the grey wire swapped around. The yellow wire is still in place, orange wire, blue, red, and then we've got this random purple one which goes over here, which I'm assuming is fine because it hasn't actually come off the board. And I've just noticed there's a black wire here which isn't doing anything. Okay, so we've got the bank of 4 wires there. We've got red, black, orange. Now it's this third black one here which is numbered 16. It's very small, but obviously I just about make that out. So if I follow that round, it goes up to here, it goes across, and it goes all the way down to this point here on the main board, which is here, but there is already a black wire in there. Okay, I've got my multimeter set to continuity. I'm just going to check. So this point here is black. So that is ground. But then what? I'm not sure whether it's pointing to here or... And they're not... No, they're not connected. So that's a ground. It's got to be that one because there's nothing connected to it. How do I know what that one is? We've got a red here. So those two are connected. So they've got to be power. You would assume. So there's a red one missing there, which I'm guessing is off this, off the LED, which presumably is going to go there. But I will double check. Then we've got a ground there, which must be my ground wire from the other side. Okay, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with that and see if I can get some life. I don't believe it. So I've just gone to move the wire and it's just come off. This is what I mean. They're just... These wires are so old. I've ordered up some very thin silicon wires. I don't really want to replace everything on this board, but I might have to. Now I'm just going to quickly go over everything on the board just to make sure that everything is now attached, and then I'm going to give it another go. No, everything wasn't attached. So I found of the wires from the tape head. So this is the tape head here. We've got a blue which goes across these two, and then we've got white and red. Now everything's attached to the tape head. Like I say, this blue one had completely snapped sort of halfway, so I've replaced that with a temporary wire, which is this beastly one here. But the white and red are still intact. However, the white one is no longer attached to the circuit board. So I can see here, white one goes round here, white, and then it's number 3. So if I follow this line, it goes here, up here, up here, and then number 3 is there, and it says white here. So I just need to find that. Looks like it's above a couple of capacitors or resistors, I can't tell from that. Just need to find that on the board. Okay, we're in. We're committed. Nope, I'm getting nothing. I've been looking at these schematics now for a good while. All the wires are in the right place. This one is for the LED. There's a few others that are for the LED. Not worried about them at the minute. I just want to get some sound out of this thing because it's literally been hours and hours that I've been on it. Oh, oh God, yes! We have sound. What a relief. Oh my God, I can't... I've said it several times, but I've spent so long on this thing. I mean, it doesn't sound great, but I'll worry about that afterwards. I'm still having difficulty with this. It's very temperamental. The radio is working every time I put it back together, but the tape sometimes is, sometimes isn't, and at the moment it isn't, and it's just driving me insane. But according to the schematics, this red wire should be going to this this part here. It looks to me that here, I could be wrong, but it looks like it's touching this other one, and I didn't do this. This was already in place. I mean, I don't know now, I've started poking around with it, but it's just odd that it's right at this side of it where, you know, I would have thought it would be in the middle. I mean, there might be a reason for that, I don't know, but I'm just going to resolder that, see if it makes any difference. I mean, it definitely looks better. It's hard to tell there, but I definitely know it's not shorting against anything. So if it isn't that, I'm really starting to struggle. Not for the first time, and I'm conscious this video is probably going to go on forever. So I'm going to give it another few goes. If I don't get anywhere, I'm probably going to have to give up, which I don't want to do. Oh my good God. Oh, I give up. I'm officially giving up on this now. I don't think I have the... Well, I know I don't have the skill or the knowledge to be able to fault find this any further. I've been working on it for hours and hours and hours. I'm sure I could have done things better and differently, but that's part of the fun, right? I probably, in hindsight, I should have. It was just too. It was too in depth for me. I was way out of my comfort zone. I thought it would just be changing a belt. It wasn't. You know, there's. I probably made it worse. In fact, yeah, I definitely did. So I'm gonna park it for now, and I'm planning on coming back to it when I've got a little bit more knowledge, because I'm hoping by doing this I am going to learn. That's the whole point of me doing it. So I'm going to park it for now. The radio still works, but so I'm basically where I started. The radio works, the tape player doesn't. The tape spins round, but you get no sound out of it. Now, I'm sure it's something very simple. It's got to be something to do with the wiring, but I've checked and double checked everything, and I can't see where I've gone wrong. I've gone across it with the multimeter. I've checked continuity between one end and the other. All seems fine, and that's pretty much where my knowledge stops. So disappointed, really. I'm going to sort out the headphones. The headphone earpads have arrived, so at least I'll have some decent headphones. And I have got a couple of other Walkmans, which, fingers crossed, may be slightly easier fixes. So I'm just going to do the headphones, and then I'll finish this video up. Here we have the headphone or earphone pads. These are only cheap off eBay. I think I'm going to go with the funky red or yellow. Let's go for yellow because they're at the top. Oh, they're looking good. Go on you go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like those. They look cool. So, if nothing else, I've got a nice set of headphones out of it. They look pretty funky. I just need the Walkman to be working to go with it. That's about it for this video. Like I say, very disappointed in the end. I couldn't get it working because I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, we'll end it there. I'm hoping to revisit it, like I say, but that's it for now. So thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe for more Can I Fix It and how-to videos. Take care.